Hello, Bobs. We're back with more books. These I picked up at an estate sale on Saturday. That was nearby me house. I would have bought more books, but on the sign by the pay area, it's not exactly a register. Said that hardcovers were $4 and paperbacks were $2, but ended up buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus there's another book that's a yearbook. 13 books, and they came to, how much did this woman charge me? It was like $12 altogether, so I'm not sure exactly what she charged me. It was like $1 a piece, actually, so I don't know what she did. Then she charged me $16, and I gave her 20, and she gave me $6 back, so I don't know what was going on. Plus, I got a pitchfork out of the deal, so don't know what's going on with that, but there we are. I'll probably go back tomorrow since it's like a half-mile away. Cults That Kill, probing the underworld of occult crime. The vital message you can't ignore. It's America's worst nightmare come true. An epidemic of frightening animal mutilations in the Midwest. 15-year-old boy fatally shooting his older brother in the head at point blank range in Michigan. Young children in daycare centers telling of prayers to Satan. Human sacrifices and ritualized sex abuse in California. These terrifying cases and countless more like them are part of a growing pattern of horrifying crime reports from all over the country. They include accounts of robberies, torture, arson, drug, and pornography rings, all stained by the unmistakable signs and symbols of the cult. Don't know if I'll give my mother that to read, but we'll see. This book I want to read myself, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. This is The Hour, a novel about Goya, who's obviously the painter. As if to reduce the tension of the drama, Feuchtwanger has concluded the chapters of this novel, which indulgently ironic verse of this novel with indulgently ironic verses in an essentially Spanish meter. The 4-foot trochaic line associated with Lope de Vega, Calderon, and the Song of the Cid serves to recall the great literature of an empire now decayed. Said it had some works of Goya in here, but I don't see anything. Doesn't mean they're not in there, I just don't see them, bruv. There's the little book club pamphlet in there, but I don't see any portraits. Anyway, seems like an interesting book. Early Mackinac by Mead C. Williams. A sketch, historical and descriptive. Oh, just another piece ripped off this book. Jesus. Oh, no, dear, oh dear, dear, oh dear. Right, put it up somewhere, bruv, so it can't be destroyed. Early Mackinac. In 1897, Mead C. Williams produced a slim volume of 111 pages entitled Early Mackinac, the Fairy Island. Based on an extensive study of the literature of the island, Williams's book and his later revised edition would become some of the most popular general accounts of the island's history. Williams had first come to Mackinac Island in 1884, soon became enamored with its history, and each season passionately collected news sources and interviewed early residents. Don't know if I ever seen this book or heard of it. course, I probably have 3 copies, but I've been the Mackinac a long, long time. Probably never going back. The most important UFO encounter of our century, the Roswell incident. Classic study of UFO contact by Charles Berlitz and William L. Moore. While working at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in 1955, Mrs. Norma Gardner had been assigned to a post which involved the cataloging of all incoming UFO-related. I'm sure she was. Maybe she was. I don't believe in any of this UFO bullshit. Henry Ford and the Grassroots America. Unfortunately, this book ain't worth that much either. But if you find the faux leather edition of this, it is a fascinating account of the Model T era. This is both a biography of Henry Ford, American folk hero, and a study of the socio-historical impact of his often idiosyncratic ideas, and most of all, his Tin Lizzie on rural America. The result is a book of considerable worth, perhaps the best single volume yet published on Ford. UFO encounters and beyond. Tales of alien abductions, extraterrestrial visitations, flying saucers, and more. All over the world, unidentified flying objects have been reported and investigated for decades. UFO encounters and beyond explores case histories of unexplained sightings, close encounters, abduction accounts, and other strange phenomena. Read about Benny Hill, Barney Hill, doctors' autopsies on alien bodies, the controversial Roswell incident, famous hoaxes and deceptions. This book I think I already have, but I'm not positive. Wicked, Washtenaw County, which is the county where Ann Arbor is. Look at that little kitty. So cute. Are they doing an alien autopsy? No, that's probably just a regular autopsy, but they're awful close to it. Unearth the buried secrets and ransacked graves of wicked Washtenaw County. Washtenaw County has a dark and sordid history filled with unexplained murders and vicious crimes. Venture into the dead of night with medical students from the University of Michigan as they snatch bodies from fresh graves. Discover how Irene Walling Smith, born and raised in Ypsilanti, became known as the bandit queen of the despicable Kozak gang. Head back to Ann Arbor in 1878. Howard Williams was found dead in his home with an empty bottle of morphine by his side. Was it murder, suicide, or overdose? We don't know, bruv. Extinct Languages, Johannes Friedrich. It's a Barnes & Noble book. Language is a universal characteristic of the human species. Just as language is spoken today by people of the most primitive cultures are as subtle and intricate as those of the people. I don't know, that's hurting my eyes. I can't read it. Really hurting my eyes to look at this book for some reason. Yeah, anyway. Man-made UFOs, 1944 to 1994. 50 years of suppression. Mysterious night lights over the Rhineland. I don't know why the white pages are hurting my eyes right now. Probably because it's 2 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. Boy, I must make a video, bruv. Oh shit, almost went. Next book is The City of Wayne. I definitely have this book. But for $1, it's worth it. Since these books generally go for $10 to $15 a piece, minimum. The Myth of the 6 Million, which as soon as I saw it, I obviously for the Jewish Star that it was a Holocaust denial book. Not that I'm particularly interested in the Holocaust or its denial, but I did buy it so I could resell it because I figured it was worth some money. And I can tell you that a copy sold in May for $99. So this will be going on to the Feebay at some point. You could probably try to read the book, but not interested particularly. I did read a little about the author. Can't remember what his name was. He was a professor. And he did not publish the book himself. The manuscript was either loaned to somebody or stolen from him and published without his consent. So, in his defense, if you're mortally offended by the fact that he's a Holocaust denier, you can at least take comfort in the fact that the author sued and settled with the people who took the manuscript and published it against his will. That's why it's titled Anonymous. As I said, I'm not particularly interested in what the book has to say. Though I'm not against reading it either. Detroit, 1900 to 1930 by Richard Bach. As you can imagine, it's about Detroit between 1900 and 1930. Lots of cool old pictures, bruv, and not much story. At the sale I went to, there was a bunch of old photos, but from what I could tell, they were all based in Iowa, with a few mentioning Detroit here and there, but for the most part, all the photos were either listed as being in Iowa or showed things that identified them as being in Iowa, so I did not get them, but I possibly will go back tomorrow, even though they were kind of laying in a box that was not sopping wet, but damp at least, so to pick them up would be somewhat of a hazard. Anyway, that's all. I should go get the yearbook. Hold on. Let me get the yearbook. I will pause this. All right, Rob, so I'm back with the yearbook. The Spectator, I did not expect. The Wayne Memorial yearbook to be called The Spectator, but I don't know what I expected it to be called. 1963. Sharon is the woman. I could probably find her in here, but I choose not to look. Eventually, since I'm researching this area, hey, maybe that's her, Sharon Daniel. Wouldn't that be crazy? Twould be crazy, but I'm sure there's about 14 or 15 Sharons in here since this is the 60s. Everyone's probably named Shirley and Sandra and whatever the name is. What was it? Sharon. Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease. Whoa, Latin, buddy. Modern biology. Exciting stuff. It actually is kind of exciting because some of these may be nearby where I live. Wayne Road at Richard. I don't know where the hell that is. Oot Memorial, Norwayne Pharmacy, Wayne Bank, Lazar's Main Music Center, blah, 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 blah. The Wayne Ford Civic League, Lentz Funeral Home, ambulance service. If you didn't know that funeral homes used to be the ambulance drivers, which is kind of convenient since if you died, they could just take you away. Maybe that's what the whole point of providing the ambulance was for. Wayne Federal. And the city became vastly different than how it appeared in these adverts as urban renewal destroyed many old buildings. In a quest to have some diversity in the city and to bring in new audiences, new peoples. Let's see how the Wayne team was. 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 3-4, 4-4. 8 games. They lost to their Wayne rivals, St. Mary. Obviously not too good. 4-4. Anyway, that's about it. Goodbye, bruv. Goodbye.